What was the thing that I called you that was a little condescending, but he's...
Fat guy.
No. All right.
All right, Evan's birthday. Sportsman's Guide has everything. Maybe I should get him a gun. He doesn't really have time to shoot it. I have time to shoot it, though. What if I bought him a gun, but I was the one that borrowed it and shot it all the time?
Oh, yeah.
I would get a new gun, but credit for getting him a gun. Oh, Sportsman's Guide, you sly dog.
All right, folks, I am joined with Mark Rippetoe. Rip, say hello to the folks.
Hi, folks. How are you?
Rip, I've been hanging out with him all day, so you're going to see other videos with us where he's teaching me how to deadlift and squat. Apparently, I was doing everything wrong, which is highly obnoxious, but I learned a lot.
Yeah,
right?
you did. You're very coachable. You came along quite well. You had the right mindset. You know, a lot of people, if you gore their ox, they don't react well. But we changed a bunch of stuff up. We learned a bunch of stuff about your low back that you're going to have to learn and have to implement every time you train if you're going to keep from getting hurt. And you guys look for that in the videos we're going to show you.
If you want to check out Rip and Starting Strength, any of that stuff, book. Also, I'll have this as a link down below in the description. It won't come autographed.
No.
What did you say?
I said gain 30 pounds.
Gain 30 pounds now.
Now. Yeah, yours won't say that.
Rip has this just real crotchety, kind of angry sense of humor or demeanor about him, and it's endearing. You'd like him.
Some people are attracted to it.
I am.
Some people are not, but some people are attracted.
But I can't help messing with him. I keep wanting to poke the bear, and I feel like he's going to.
He just likes to see the reaction.
Anyway, Rip has been coaching strength for over 30 years now, right?
42 years.
42 is over 30
42
years.
42 years. Over 30 years.
But anyway, holy
But over
smokes.
30 years is, I'd say, 31.
Can you give us some of the highlights of your, just what you've been doing?
I did everything wrong. Everything that you can do wrong, I did wrong. I did all the things wrong that you're doing wrong. All right? I've made those mistakes for you. I've figured out what the mistakes were, how to avoid them, and how to do it correctly. And you should listen to what I'm telling you because it'll save you a lot of time.
Gotcha, very good. Now, there's a bunch of different competing systems. I singled it on yours and I've personally benefited. I've seen stuff that my gains have gone up dramatically in about 10 months, and I haven't even been particularly rigorous in following as I'm just traveling all over the country. It's hard to stick to the system, but I've seen massive results. You guys go back, see my older videos. I put on 10 pounds since then, so thank you. It's awesome, and I feel like a lot of my skeletal problems have been fixed as well. My top goal, as I said earlier, is don't get hurt. So why Starting Strength over something like CrossFit or some of the other rival P90, whatever? Why not that? Why these?
We've determined the exercises and how to do them with the most muscle mass over the longest effective range of motion that will cause you to be able to lift a little bit more weight every time and thus get stronger. And then you take those exercises and you incrementally increase them every time you come in the gym. And this is what other people's systems don't do. And nobody else's program has this kind of an emphasis, especially for people who are just starting out, who can make that kind of rapid progress. It's logical. It works every single time it's tried. It works for your grandmother. For the first 7 or 8 months of a person's training, they're going to squat, press or bench press, deadlift or power clean every week. 1, 2, 3. Workout A, B, C.
Gotcha.
Right? But the exercises don't vary. We're always going to squat.
I don't.
And so exercise variety is fun, and it's what everybody wants to do. That's what's CrossFit, what P90X does. They want your muscles confused. We don't want your muscles confused, ever. We want them to know exactly what's required of them. And what is required of them is 5 more pounds. Because that gets you strong.
That's extremely controversial. And another thing, and I'm not trying to be contrarian here, but what about, like curls for the girls?
You can do some curls if you want to after you get through your training.
I'm trying to poke the bear here. Whatever.
If you want to
if you're
curl,
crotchety, you won't mess back.
Yeah, I tell you this.
I'm trying to irritate you.
I can't be irritated.
I'll put it to the test at dinner tonight.
Well, yeah, but we're not going to have this thing on.
I'm going to record it. I'm bringing you guys along. When this guy snaps, you're going to be there to see it. I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications bell. Go ahead and comment and hit the like button. Really helps us out a lot.
So, what was I trying to say? Oh, curls. All right, look.
For the
curls for the girls is fine.
Thank you.
If you want to do some curls, once you get through with all your other stuff, go ahead and do some curls. I don't care.
What about abs?
If it's important, abs are squats, presses, deadlifts. All right? That's all the abs you do. You don't do sit-ups on this program because you don't need to do sit-ups on this program. It's a waste of time. You don't need to do back extensions on this program because deadlifts do that. Deadlifts and squats do abs, back extensions. All those assistance exercises are completely unnecessary. 5 more pounds. There is an interesting special population that barbell curls have been proven to be useful for, and that is old people. A lot of old people cannot do presses, standing presses, because of bony changes in the shoulder. Barbell curls for them are a wonderful postural exercise because as you curl the bar, you have to support all of that stuff. There's a use for almost everything, but there's also a way to avoid doing the basic work. And if you come in and you do your curls first, missing the point.
Gotcha.
Missing the point.
So I like that you brought up age. We've got folks that have weighed in on other videos talking about, hey man, I'm older and I'm not moving around like I used to. Speak to age and also to injury. I was really slow to get on any system, and I liked the gains I was seeing in the CrossFit community. I liked that the athletes, clearly something's working there. They're doing some great stuff, but then it seemed like everyone would get hurt, and I'm already hurt. I've already got some ailments, and I was very afraid to just start throwing weight on. And if you're a CrossFit purist, I'm like, if you do it all right, you'll never get hurt. And I'm like, we're not talking to you. I'm just saying, generally speaking, I was nervous about getting hurt. And then there's the aging and whatnot. Can you speak some of that?
Aging is going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless you're fortunate enough to die when you're 21.
Yeah, and
you're going to get old.
And if you have Benjamin Button disease, it's all just...
Most people don't. Most people Most people have grandparents.
There was that one.
Most people have grandparents. And most people, from being around their grandparents, know what happens when you get old. And when you get old, what happens is you lose muscle mass and strength. Your grandmother doesn't care about her 5-mile time. And restoring 5 miles to your grandmother is not nearly as important as enabling her to have the strength she needs to get up off of the toilet by herself. One experience you don't want to have is coming over to your parents' house one night and finding them stuck on the toilet because they couldn't get up. I've done it. It's not any fun. Strength is what is missing in old people. Strength is developed in old people just exactly like it is in you and in you. We find out where you are now. We use big muscle group exercises through a full range of motion, and we increase the load at the rate that you can tolerate. But every time your grandmother trains, she's going to go up on her leg press, her squat, her deadlift, her bench press, her overhead press if she can do it, or her barbell curl. She's going to go up just like we are, just like you are, because progress comes from stressing the system allowing the system to recover, and then applying a little bit more stress next time so that strength accumulates. Strength can accumulate for all living people. And that's the process. Now, we have a book about this for older people. It's called The Barbell Prescription, Strength Training for Life Over 40. And it goes into great detail in terms of the process that old people must go through. And it's just like the process that you people go through. You're better if you're stronger. And that's especially true the weaker you are.
That's very good. Guys, if you want to check out what Rip is teaching more on in depth, or get into one of his seminars, or read his book, or whatever, I'll have links down below for you guys. Rip, thanks so much for hanging out with us, man.
Enjoy having you up.
Awesome,
you
man.
Glad y'all were here.
Cool.
All right.
And thanks for coaching those exercises. Guys, again, check out those other videos. Also, they have a YouTube channel. I encourage you to check that out. Train hard, train smart. We'll see you next time.